Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain series solution of Legendre's differential equation. If you are watching my video first time and if you have not subscribed my channel yet, subscribe this channel and also press the bell button to get more updates of videos which I'm going to upload further. Similarly, if you like this video, give like button in the YouTube channel. Now let me move to the concept series solution of Legendre's differential equation. So first we will see what is the Legendre's differential equation. So we have Legendre's differential equation like this: 1 minus x square d square y by dx square minus 2x into dy by dx plus n into n plus 1 y equal to 0. This type of special differential equation is known as Legendre's differential equation. Now we will find solution of this differential equation by series solution method. For that, let me take solution y is equal to sigma r from 0 to infinity ar x power r be the solution of given differential equation. Here this summation is an infinite series. I have denoted this solution as equation number 2. Now since in the given differential equation we have dy by dx as well as d square y by dx square terms. So let us find what is that. Dy by dx equal to sigma r from 0 to infinity ar into, in y expression we have x power r. So we differentiate that. So we get r into x power r minus 1. Similarly, d square y by dx square we get it as sigma r from 0 to infinity ar into r minus 1 into x power r minus 2. Now we have y dy by dx and d square y by dx square with us. Let us substitute these in equation number 1. So we get sigma 1 minus x square into sigma r from 0 to infinity ar into r minus 1 into x power r minus 2, because this is d square y by dx square minus 2x into dy by dx, that means sigma r from 0 to infinity ar r x power r minus 1 plus n into n plus 1 into y means sigma r from 0 to infinity ar x power r, which is equal to 0. Just substituted whatever we have evaluated. Now let us go for simplification. Here sigma r from 0 to infinity, let me expand this 1 minus x square into summation. So we get sigma r from 0 to infinity ar into r minus 1 into x power r minus 2 minus this x square into summation. So x square into summation means, so x square into this x power r minus 2 will be x power r. So that is what written next, minus sigma r from 0 to infinity r minus 1 x power r. Now here next minus 2x into the summation. So inside x power is r minus 1. Clubbing with this x we will get x power r only. That is what written here. Sigma minus sigma r from 0 to infinity ar into 2r into x power r plus n into n plus 1 into sigma r from 0 to infinity ar x power r equal to 0. So for last term no change. Now if you see the expression properly, in second expression we have ar x power r along with summation ar and x power r. Third also along with summation we have ar and x power r. Last expression also ar and x power r we have common. So let us take summation ar x power r common in the next stage. For this first expression no change. Next three expression we take summation r from 0 to infinity ar x power r common. And what remains here? Minus r into r minus 1. Here 2r minus 2r. Here n into n plus 1. So taken inside the bracket and equal to 0. Next step we will simplify the bracket. First expression no change. Second expression sigma r from 0 to infinity ar x power r. Here minus r into r minus 1 minus 2r will be simplified by opening the bracket. We will get minus r square minus r. plus n into n plus 1 equal to 0. Now we will go for a major step next, that is equating the coefficient of x power minus 2 on the both sides. So we know that whenever two polynomials are equal, so left side whatever coefficient of similar power has, and right side also we can equate to the similar power coefficient. That means if you have x power r in the left side and right side, we can equate their coefficient. So here I have chosen the term x power minus 2, and let us equate the coefficients both sides. In first expression, when we get x power minus 2, for which value, if you put r equal to 0, then only we will get the we will get x power as minus 2. So first summation expression we have to put r equal to 0, and coming to second summation expression, r start from 0, and if you give the minimum value itself, the starting value will be a0 x power 0. So there is no possibility to have x power minus 2 expression. So in second summation, x power minus 2 term is not there. Right side, of course, there is no x power minus 2 term, so it is equivalent to 0. So we equate a0 into, because in the first summation we have put as r equal to 0. So a0 into 0 into this r is given 0, and r minus 1, that is 0 minus 1. Coefficient only we are equating. So this is the coefficient equal to right side, no x power minus 2 term means 0. From here we can conclude that because already one 0 is there, we know that to get 0, whenever two terms are multiplied, either first term should be 0 or second term should be 0. Here already we have 0, so a0 need not be 0. So we take the conclusion a0 is not equal to 0. Next, let us equate the coefficient of x power minus 1 on both sides. Previously we equated coefficients of x power minus 2. Now we equate the coefficient of x power minus 1. Look at the last summation. Here for which value of r we will get x power minus 1. So put r equal to 1, so that we will get x power minus 1. So a1 1 1 minus 1 will be the term in the first summation. Coming to second summation, can we get x power minus 1? No, because r start from 0. So even if you give the first value itself, this is a0 x power 0. So there is no chance to get x power minus 1. Right side it is full 0. So no chance to have any x power minus 1 term. So we have only coefficient of x power minus 1 as a1 into 1 into 0, which is equal to 0. So since left side already 1 0 we have, a1 need not be 0. So we conclude that a1 is not equal to 0. So next, so we equated the coefficients of x power minus 2 and x power minus 1. Now we equate the coefficient of general term, that is x power r. So x power r is here general term. So let us equate the coefficient of general term x power r. So x power r, how we will get? So by equating the coefficient of x power r, we are going to proceed with that. So look at the last summation. To get x power r in the first summation expression, so what we have to substitute for r here, because it is r is only the variable, so we have to substitute r as r plus 2, then only here x power r plus 2 minus 2, which will be x power r. So r should be replaced by r plus 2. Here r is from 0 to infinity, so you can give any value for r, positive value for r or non-negative value for r. So r can be replaced by r plus 2. That time this will be a2, r plus 2, r plus 2 minus 1. Then this will be x power r plus 2. So coefficient will be a r plus 2, r plus 2, r plus 2 minus 1. And second summation, which value should be replaced for r? To get x power r, we need it is just enough to take r only, because we have x power r here. So coefficient will be ar into minus r square minus r plus n into n plus 1. Right side x power r term is not there, so equating it to 0. So we get both summation we get the coefficient for x power r. Let me write it. So ar plus 2 into r plus 2 into r plus 1 plus ar of minus r square minus r plus n into n plus 1 equal to 0. Now rewrite it by taking one term right side. Ar plus 2 into r plus 2 into r plus 1 equal to minus ar of minus r square minus r plus n into n plus 1. Let me write ar plus 2 equal to minus ar of minus r square minus r plus n into n plus 1 by r plus 1 into r plus 2. Or we can rewrite ar plus 2 as minus of n into n plus 1 minus r square minus r divided by r plus 2 into r plus 1 into ar. So let me take it as equation number 3. So we derived an expression for ar plus 2. Now putting value for r as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. in this equation number 3, we will get what happened if you give r equal to 0. This is 0 a 0 plus 2, that is a to left side, and right side minus of n into n plus 1 r square 0 r 0 divided by 0 plus 2 will be 2, 0 plus 1 will be 1. So 2 into 1 will be 2. So minus n of n plus 1 by 2 into a 0 because r is 0. Similarly, if you put r equal to 1, what we get? A1 plus 2, that is A3 equal to minus of n into n plus 1 minus 1 square, that is r square, minus 1 divided by r plus 2, that is 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 1 of into a r, which is a1, which we simplify, minus n square plus n minus 2 divided by 3 plus 2 into a1. Or we can factorize this minus of n square plus n minus 2 as, because it is a quadratic equation, we know how to factorize. So minus 2 should be the product. So which two numbers and 1 should be the sum. Which two numbers gives minus 2 should product and 1 as sum. 2 and minus 1, because 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. 2 plus minus 1 is plus 1. So we write this n square plus n minus 2 as n minus 1 into n plus 2. Negative sign is there outside, divided by 6 into a1. This is what an expression for a3. Now we will find what is a4. A4 we will get by taking r is equal to 2. So a4 equal to minus of n into n plus 1 minus 2 square, that is 4 minus 2 divided by 2 plus 2 and 2 plus 1, because r plus 2 and r plus 1 into a r actually. So here a 2. Simplifying inside, minus of n square plus n minus 6, minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6 divided by 4 into 3 into a2 equal to minus of n square plus n minus 6 we can factorize as n minus 2 and n plus 3 divided by 12 into a2. So we get a4x as n into n plus 1 into n minus 2 into n plus 3 divided by 24 into a0, because here a2 we already evaluated. We know that a2 equal to minus n into n plus 1 by 2 into a0. So that we replaced here. So we get minus is there, and from a2 minus we take, so minus minus will be plus, n into n plus 1 into n minus 2 into n plus 3 by 24 into a0 by substituting a2. So hence we will get the a4. Now we have to find a5. For that, a5 equal to minus of n into n plus 1 minus r is 3 here, so 3 square minus 3 divided by 3 plus 2, because r is 3 into 3 plus 1 into ar, which is a3. So which is minus of n square plus n minus 12, because minus 3 square, which is minus 9, minus 3 is minus 12 divided by 5 into 4 into a3 we already evaluated as minus of n minus 1 n plus 2 divided by 6 into a1, and also n square plus n minus 12 we can factorize as n minus 3 into n plus 4. So we replace it and finally write expression for a5 as n minus 1, because negative negative cancel, n minus 1 into n plus 2 into n minus 3 into n plus 4 divided by 120 into a1. So this is a5. So we just find the expression for a0, a1 we had, and a2, a3, a4, a5, etc. Now we will come back to our solution, assumed solution, that is y equal to sigma r from 0 to infinity a r x power r. This was our solution. This is given as equation number 2. Now if you expand, what happened? Putting value for 0, r equal to 0, that means a0 plus a1, r is 1 means a1 x power 1 plus a2 x power 2 plus a3 x power 3 plus a4 x power 4 plus etc. Now let me separate this as even powers and odd powers. So a0 plus a2 x power 2 plus a4 x power 4, a0 have added along with e1, plus now odd powers a1x plus a3x cube plus a5 x power 5, etc. Substituting the values for a3, a4, a5, whatever we just evaluated it. So substitute, we will get y equal to a0 minus, because a2 is minus n into n plus 1 by 2 a0 into x square plus n into n plus 1 into n minus 2 into n plus 3 divided by 24 a0 x power 4 plus etc. plus a1x, we have to substitute now for a1 a1x as it is, minus we have to substitute for a3 is n minus 1 n plus 2 divided by 6 into a1 x power 3 plus n minus 1 n plus 2 n minus 3 n plus 4 divided by 120 a1 x power 5. This is expression for our a5. Now we will, since in the first summations or first expression bracket we have a0 as common, in second bracket we have a1 as common, let us take outside. So what we get, a0 into y equal to a0 into 1 minus n into n plus 1 by 2 factorial x square plus n into n plus 1 into n minus 2 into n plus 3 by 4 factorial, because 24 we have, that we can write 4 factorial x power 4 minus etc. Next second bracket we write plus a1 into x, a1 taken outside, so x minus n minus 1 n plus 2 by 3 factorial, 6 can be written 3 factorial x cube plus n minus 1 n plus 2 n minus 3 n plus 4 divided by 5 factorial into x power 5. 120 can be written 5 factorial. So this is what our y equal to, and this y we can write a0 into u of x. First bracket we will assume as function of x, so we denote it as u of x, and second bracket we assume as v of x. So y equal to a0 into u of x plus a1 into v of x. This is what the solution of Legendre's differential equation. Thank you for watching.